A hug might seem like the simplest form of affection, but when done the right way, it can be one of the most powerful tools to build attraction and emotional connection. Women are incredibly sensitive to body language, energy, and the subtle things a man does in moments of closeness. While most men think a hug is just about wrapping their arms around someone, the truth is, it can either spark deep desire or leave no impression at all. The difference lies in how you approach it, the small details you pay attention to, and the intention behind your touch. If you know how to hug a woman the right way, you can make her feel comforted, safe, valued, and even more drawn to you. In this video, I will reveal 5 simple yet powerful things to do when hugging a woman that can make her want you more. 1. Maintain strong yet gentle presence. When you hug a woman, the very first thing she notices is how you hold her. Too loose, and it feels like you're detached, uninterested, or lacking confidence. Too tight, and it can come across as overbearing or desperate. The balance you need to strike is one of strength and gentleness combined. A strong yet gentle hug communicates that you are a man who can protect her, but you are also in control of yourself. Women are naturally drawn to men who carry this duality, confidence without aggression, and tenderness without weakness. The way you position your body also matters. Stand tall, chest open, and let your frame surround her. This creates a sense of safety and warmth that she will naturally lean into. Do not rush the hug or treat it like a formality. Hold her with intention, letting her feel that you are present in the moment and not distracted. Another overlooked detail is duration. A hug that lingers slightly longer than usual creates intimacy. Those extra few seconds send a subconscious signal that she means something more to you than just casual company. It builds tension, but in a way that feels comfortable and inviting. By combining strength with gentleness, you set the perfect tone. You are someone she can lean on, but you are also someone who knows how to lead with calm confidence. This one adjustment alone can transform an ordinary hug into an unforgettable experience that makes her crave more closeness with you. 2. Whisper with your energy. A hug is not just physical, it is deeply emotional. The energy you bring into that moment says more than words ever could. When you embrace a woman, your breathing, your calmness, and your presence become a language of their own. Instead of treating it like a quick gesture, use it as a chance to silently communicate reassurance, affection, and even desire. Women are experts at picking up on subtle emotional signals, and she will feel if you are fully present or just going through the motions. Start by being intentional with your breathing. Slow, steady breaths help her body naturally sync with yours, creating a sense of calm connection. This subtle rhythm can instantly make her feel more comfortable and secure in your arms. Avoid fidgeting or shifting too much. Stillness communicates focus and confidence. It tells her you are grounded and that she has your complete attention. The way you touch during a hug also sends energy. Resting your hand gently on her back or sliding your palm slightly upward in a protective way conveys safety and care. It is not about being overly physical, but about showing through small movements that you are attuned to her presence. If she feels your steady warmth and calm control, she will interpret it as genuine affection and respect. Think of it this way. When you hug her, let your body whisper what you may not say out loud. Let your energy tell her she is valued, appreciated, and special. That silent communication builds emotional attraction, which is far more powerful than flashy words or forced gestures. By mastering this, you make a simple hug feel unforgettable, and it leaves her wanting more. 3. Subtle touch placement. The way you place your hands during a hug can completely change how it feels to her. Many men hug without thinking, letting their arms fall randomly, but a woman notices every small detail. When done with intention, your touch can send powerful signals of comfort, intimacy, and attraction. The goal is to strike the right balance, warm enough to make her feel cared for, but respectful enough to avoid crossing boundaries. One of the most effective placements is resting your hand gently on the small of her back. This area is sensitive, and when touched with care, it communicates both protection and closeness. It makes her feel drawn into you while also triggering a sense of security. Another thoughtful option is lightly placing a hand on her upper back or shoulder. This carries a softer, more comforting energy that works perfectly in moments of tenderness. If the moment is more personal, you can allow your hand to linger slightly lower, but always stay respectful and read her body language. A subtle squeeze on her arm or a gentle rub on her back can also add layers of reassurance and affection. These tiny touches, though simple, have the power to create a lasting impression because they show intention rather than randomness. Remember, what you do with your hands during a hug is never overlooked. The difference between a generic hug and a meaningful one lies in those quiet, deliberate choices. When she feels that your touch carries both confidence and care, it awakens her curiosity and deepens the emotional connection. Done right, she will walk away replaying that simple moment in her mind, craving it again. 4. Hold just long enough. Timing is everything when it comes to a hug. A quick, casual embrace may feel polite, but it rarely leaves an impression. On the other hand, holding on for too long can feel awkward or even uncomfortable. The secret is finding that perfect middle ground, a hug that lingers just enough to spark intimacy without overstaying its welcome. When you hug a woman, those first few seconds communicate familiarity, but it is the extra pause that builds emotional chemistry. By holding her slightly longer than usual, you create a moment that feels intentional, not rushed. It makes her feel as though time has slowed down and the two of you are sharing a space that belongs only to you. This subtle extension also allows her body to relax into yours, which deepens the sense of closeness. Pay close attention to her signals. If she leans in, softens her posture, or rests her head against you, that is a green light to let the hug linger a bit longer. But if she pulls back or stays stiff, respect that and release sooner. The key is responsiveness. The best hugs feel natural, not forced, and they leave her feeling cared for rather than pressured. This slightly extended timing does more than build comfort. It builds anticipation. When you release her at the right moment, she feels both the warmth of the connection and a subtle sense of wanting more. That balance of fulfillment and curiosity makes the hug memorable and magnetic. Instead of being just another embrace, it becomes a moment she replays in her mind, wondering what it meant and wishing to feel it again. 5. Add a gentle surprise. A hug becomes unforgettable when you add a subtle, thoughtful touch that she did not expect. Women are drawn to men who pay attention to the smallest details, and adding a gentle surprise during a hug shows charm, attentiveness, and creativity. It transforms the moment from ordinary to deeply personal, leaving her with something to remember. One simple but powerful surprise is to pair the hug with a soft gesture, like a light kiss on her forehead, temple, or cheek. These areas are non-threatening yet deeply intimate, and they signal affection without being overly forward. Another option is to give a small squeeze as you pull her closer, which communicates both warmth and desire. Even something as simple as a whispered compliment, "You smell amazing," or "I feel so good with you here," can make the hug linger in her heart long after it ends. Gentle surprises also work through your presence. For instance, if you normally hug casually, slowing down just once, looking into her eyes afterward, and giving her a genuine smile can catch her off guard in the best way. This unpredictability creates an emotional spark. She begins to associate hugs with excitement and warmth rather than routine gestures. The goal is never to overwhelm her, but to add just enough novelty to keep her intrigued. A hug that includes a gentle, unexpected touch or word tells her you are not like everyone else. You notice the details, and you know how to make her feel special. That uniqueness makes her crave more of your presence and look forward to the next embrace, building attraction in the simplest yet most powerful way. A hug is more than just a casual embrace. It is a silent language that communicates safety, attraction, and deep emotional connection. When you understand how to use it intentionally, you transform something ordinary into a powerful tool of intimacy. Women pay close attention to the way a man holds them, how long he lingers, and the small details that make her feel cherished. By mastering these simple steps, holding her with a strong yet gentle presence, whispering with your energy, placing your hands intentionally, extending the hug just long enough, and adding a gentle surprise, you elevate the experience from routine to unforgettable.